Nation, you are joining me today with a review episode of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Now, in this episode, I'm going to be talking about a little bit of this, a quick overview of the story, so I won't spoil anything. I will be going over the new Final Mix stuff that we got, and I will be going over what I think of this game and if I think you should fully complete it or just play it to have fun. Okay, so first off, for those of you who don't know, this is Kingdom Hearts 2. It leads on from Kingdom Hearts 358, Kingdom Hearts 1, and Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories. I can't remember the specific storyline for the timeline for Kingdom Hearts 358 and Recoded. I don't know which one came first. I think it was 358. Started a few days, however the timeline is, and that I don't know how it started. But in this game, we start off playing as Roxas, which is an organisation member, which if you played 358, you'd know who that was. But for those of us who didn't play 358, or didn't know who Roxas was, because this came up before 2, because this 2 came up before 358. So it meant that we didn't know who Roxas was. So we played as this boy we didn't know for the first 5 days of Twilight Town. In the first 5 days, which is I think it added up to 2 hours of gameplay for us. It depended if you skipped the cutscenes or not, it depended if you did everything you could. And then after them 5 days, I think it's 5 days, after them 5 days, stuff happens, and then we were able to play Sora in Twilight Town, leading from where Roxas left off, and we don't see anything of Roxas till the final world. Because if you didn't know, if you don't know the Kingdom Hearts series, don't worry, I will be reviewing Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, 358, Birth by Sleep, Chain of Memories, 3D, and I think that's it for what we've got now. And then Unchained Key I'll be talking about when we get that. I think it's later this year we get that. But yeah, so we started off from where Roxas left off. I won't spoil what happens with Roxas because it's a big plot point. If you're watching this not knowing what Roxas is and not knowing the Kingdom Hearts lore, it would be very hard to explain it in a video like this. Didn't realise my finger was over the thing there. Sorry, I don't know how long that was there. But anyway, yeah. So we travel as Sora with Donald and Goofy, and not Jack Sparrow, because Jack Sparrow's just here because of the world I'm in, and I don't. I am going to be moving. I'll just go to the general, so I'll give you a quick overview of the worlds we get to go to when it loads up. So we start off in, whereabouts is it? We start off in Twilight Town. Oh, someone's happening to the camera. So what's happening with because it's on the menu, right? We ended up going to Twilight, from Twilight Town you go to Hollow Bastion, you go to there, and you go to different worlds, defeating the main enemy of the game, the main enemy of the series, which is the Heartless, and new enemies in this game. A new set of enemies in this game called the Nobodies, and they're leaders, the people who lead them, which is the Organization 13, which are a special group of nobodies. We have to fight so many members of them because of stuff which happened in previous games. Just checking what's happening with the camera, and it's fine. No, every time I look away it changes. Every time I look away it changes. I don't know why. So by the time we get to the last world in the game, Sora has leveled up. I don't know how much I've leveled up in this game. So it's depending on how much you played the game, Sora will have been stronger. You'll have got new Keyblade, which is the main weapon in this game. You will have obtained quite a lot of equipment and items and stuff like that, and you're ready to take down the final boss. And at the end of the game, you get what you were searching for this entire journey. You get you get what you wanted at the end of the journey. Because I'm trying not to spoil stuff. I know it's going to sound really bad this review because I'm not trying to spoil stuff. I will change the layout because obviously this being the first review video, I will change it around for the next videos to make it a bit more better. But anyway, now time to move on to the final mix exclusive stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about is any new storyline boss battles that we got. For those who played the original Kingdom Hearts 2, which was like I think every country got, like everywhere, all around the world got this part of the game. This game for it's like two first. There was a certain boss fight against Roxas. Oh god, I'm trying not to spoil it. Against Roxas in Memory Skyscraper at the last world, like, and originally in 2 it was a cutscene that we got to watch, and we didn't get anything from it, just the ability to go into drive forms, into a new drive form, like, which is final, which is health and my controllers, like, function make final form. Obviously there you can see I've fully maxed out final form, like fully leveled it up with every form and even my summons. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Sorry, I was going to burp. So what I was going to say, so we got this fight, and during this fight we had to fight against Roxas, who at the end of the battle, I can't remember if we got a get bonus from it because I haven't got a good memory, but we did end up getting a Keyblade. I'm saying that, I don't know what the Keyblade is. Oh, the 2 become 1 Keyblade, and as you can see at the side there, when it says like light and darkness, each Keyblade gives you a certain ability. Like each Keyblade gives you a different ability to what another one gives you. I don't think you have 2 Keyblades which give you the same ability. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, we got the 2 become 1 Keyblade from Roxas in that battle, and what the light and darkness ability allows you to do is to become, you have a certain chance to become final form or a certain chance to become anti-valor form, which I thought was pretty cool. I think that was the only thing we got from it. I think you do get a bonus from it as well. You do get like a stat bonus from it. You do get a new ability, but I think that ability changes depending on if you choose a staff, the shield, or the sword, or defense, magic, and sword, and attack even, to it. So the next little mini game slash new final mix thing was like a post game stuff, which I thought was really fun. Which like the next bits are like usually post game. I think the majority of them, like all of it, is post game, and it is something called the Mushroom 13. Now the Mushroom 13 are a special group of, what the hell's going on my camera? A special group of Heartless. I'm going to take this off because it's a special group of Heartless, which is like each one of them varies depending on, like, I think they have a certain characteristic, like their organisation counterparts. So number 1 would be like Xemnas and all that. Yeah, you know that. So yeah, you can sort of know that if you knew the numbers off by heart, but I can't know every organisation numbers off by heart. So like it's kind of difficult. Some of them are difficult. Some of them are relatively easy. I want to say, like, depending on your skill, some of them are relatively easy. There are 13 of them, and some of them are unlocked during the story. The rest of them are unlocked post game, so when you beat the final boss. And at the end of it, if you manage to get them all, you get this. Oh, hang on, I'm trying to get a better picture for it for you. The Proof of Peace medal, which the description says, proof of appeasing the Mushroom 13, perhaps it has changed Sora. And I want to see if anyone actually, well, people notice this, because Sora has got a little crown on his head, and each time you collect one of them medals, there's 3 in the game, you get a crown. If you get 1, it's bronze. If you get 2 of them, it's silver, and you get all 3 of them, you turn gold. You also end up getting a Keyblade, which is the winner's proof Keyblade, which is pretty strong, and I think it's really cool. Okay, so that's that part done. And now, secondly, it's this bit. It's not hard to explain. It's a bit weird to explain. The next bit is like another post game stuff. Most of them are post game anyway. The data battles in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, which some of them are absolute balls. Like some of the fights, because in this game it's like you've got the absence silhouette fights, which I won't be covering because they're not really that important to the story. But when you do them, you'll notice like some of the fights are the exact same as they are during the story. Like each fight will be the same as it is in the story. You'll have fought the same fight twice with every fight. So at the end of it, like, you have to fight all the organisation members, like all 13 of them. There's 14 battles. I won't say why. But there's 14 battles. There's 13 members. Yeah, and you get the proof of non-existence medal, which says proof of defeating all Organisation 13's replica data in the Garden of Assemblage. Perhaps it's changed Sora. And you do get, depending on which one you go for, you do get the non-existence medal. You do get the silver, bronze, or gold, depending on which way you get them, because you can get it anyway. I'm not saying anything, because the way I got it is I did the proof of peace first, because I think that's the easiest ones to do. Sorry, and then I did the proof of non-existence, and then I did the hardest one, which was the proof of connection, which we'll be talking about now. So, proof of connection. Anybody? It's very, very difficult, this fight, because it's in the fact I think it's one of the strongest boss fight, or it is the strongest boss fight in Kingdom Hearts history, or the secret boss fight. Proof of winning the battle at Disney Castle, the portal at Disney Castle. Perhaps it has changed Sora. And as you can see there's a little Keyblade mark. I'm just going to get my gel out the way. Yeah, like the Keyblade symbol, like the Kingdom Key symbol. Let me see if if my camera will help me here. I want to show you it. For those who have played the Kingdom Hearts games before, you'll know who this is. For those who played this game, I'm so sorry for the camera. There we go. Him. You have to fight him. He's the Lingering Will. I won't spoil who he is in the story because that's a bit spoilerific. Didn't even know it was a word. It's a big spoiler for the series. Basically, if you beat him, which is very difficult, even on the easiest version, you get that, and it will give you the last crown, or the first, or the second crown, depending. Depending on which way you got him. Again, depending on which way you got it, is depending on how you did it. And you don't get anything from it apart from like the last max drive, your last drive boost, and that's about it. I think that's all the post-game stuff. I think that's all. Oh, you get stickers as well, but I won't show them off because they're not really plot relevant. Like, they're not really. It's not something that's really big in the story. So anyway, guys, this has been my review for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. My name has been I've been the Sacred Fire Brawler. It has been an absolute pleasure to do this video. I know I have been off for a few months. I will do a video explaining that soon, probably either tomorrow or later on today, and it will go up in the next few days. This video will be going up today when I've shot it, like when I've videoed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I do apologise for the camera. I mean, I am holding up my hand and my phone. I do apologise for that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time in my next video. Remember, guys, just keep fighting the good fight and don't let the darkness win. Bye.